Well, I hope you got some gardening jobs done over the Easter break, and autumn is well and truly here with us. Lovely clear blue sky days, cold nights and frosty mornings, and it's a great time to get back in the garden and get those big jobs out of the way before we get into winter. Looking around my garden, I can see that there's plenty to do. Now, if you've got violets, it's a great time to weed them and feed them with something like Dynamic Lifter, and you'll get fantastic violet flowers. Well, I reckon autumn's the best time to fix up your lawn. You can plug, patch and fill, plus fertilise, while the ground is still warm and the grass is still moving, and take advantage of those beautiful autumn rains before it gets too cold in winter. If you've got box hedges or single box plants, do what I do every autumn. I feed them and then you don't have to touch them until October, and they've got that beautiful new growth on them then. Hey, I planted this basket back in November and look at it flourishing. It's just absolutely superb, easy to do too. Now, if you want some colour in your garden for winter, look at things like gypsophila, primulas, violas. There's so many to choose from, and bulbs. Well, the old favourites are there, tulips, hyacinths, and so many more. Go into your nursery and it's a pretty good guide. What you see there is what you can plant right now. And speaking of winter colour, in this month's edition of SA Life magazine, I've written an article on Cyclamen. And you know they're the most wonderful flowering winter plant you can get. They come in a great array of colours. Some are perfume, some are not. Some grow outside in pots and some even under trees. They're an amazing plant that come from the very cool climates of Persia and Iran. The good thing is that they're not hard to look after, and therefore they're coming back into popularity. Now, we're just having a minute's silence for this one that was left outside over the summer months. Now, you don't do that. What you need to do is put it in a shady position in the garden or even under a big leafy tree. And you know, I've had this one for 5 years and it's still going strong. So if you've been lucky enough to carry your cyclamen through the summer months, now's the time to give it some TLC. A little bit of fertiliser and you'll have brilliant flowers right through winter. If you've got standard plants like roses or this Duranta, and you notice growth coming from right down by the soil, you must cut it out this time of the year. Now, if you don't, it takes valuable energy away from the top part of the plant. If we're lucky enough to have a warm autumn, like we did a few years ago, there's every chance you're going to have a wonderful late autumn flush. So a few things to do. Lightly prune them, feed them, tidy them up, sit back and wait and see what happens.